We're back, baby! We're finally doing chapter 2 of Melody Sheep's Life Beyond. I know that some of you are excited, and I am very excited too. It's a great show, alright? And I cannot wait to see what's gonna happen, because I know that in this episode, as the title says at least, the Museum of Alien Life, and it's 37 minutes long in 4K material. What? It's insane, guys. It's honestly insane. It's gonna be a long one, but you know what? We'll pound through it together, right? Alright? We'll go through it together. Anyways, other than that, let's just begin the video. Gotta make sure this is HD, because we can't do 4... Do we do 4K? Alright, we're running this on 4K, so let's see if this is bad or not. Alright. Show me the money, baby. Okay. In all the universe, there stands only one known tree of life. Talk to me. Look at this quality, man! Does it stand alone? Or is it part of a vast cosmic wilderness? I'm already excited, dude. The music always is so good. Imagine a museum containing every type of life form in the universe. This... what strange things would such a museum hold? What the... Well, these are cool sculptures, not gonna lie. And this quality of what is possible under the laws of nature. Yo, I'm getting like cyberpunk vibes. No, wait, sorry. Blade Runner vibes of it. Oh my days, dude. Yo, Melody Sheep. They're crazy. It's crazy. They've gone mad. I've gone mad. Chapter 2. The Museum of Alien Life. Alright. Very good intro, as always.
To have any hope of finding alien life, we have to know what to look for.
Okay.
But where do we begin? How do we narrow down a seemingly infinite set of possibilities?
Right. This is the ooh, okay.
There's one thing we know for sure. Nature will have to play by her own.
Well, of course, we can't decide that. Jesus Christ. These quality.
Limited by the same physical and chemical laws that we are. On top of this, each alien environment will further limit what kinds of life forms can evolve there.
I'm trying to listen as well, obviously. Ooh.
Despite these natural
Very
boundaries, the possibilities are staggering to imagine.
Okay.
Trillions of planets, each a unique cauldron of chemicals undergoing their own complex evolution. To guide our thinking, this museum of alien life will be divided
Two
into
exhibits
two
again.
exhibits. Life as we know it, home to beings with biochemistries like ours, and life as we don't know it, home to beings that challenge our concept of life itself.
And we know that? Okay.
Before we venture too far into the unknown, we have to ask ourselves, what if alien life is more like us than we think?
Right. So no one knows. No one knows. Exhibit 1. Life as we know it.
If there's one feature that unites us with the other specimens in this
Water.
museum,
Oh, okay. Well,
it's carbon.
sure. Just
Carbon
look at
is
all these
ubiquitous.
small things, right? Like you have these texts here. You have this, like, God, it's so good.
It's one of the most common elements in the universe, and it's very good at forming large, stable molecules.
Carbon has the rare ability to form four-way
Dude,
bonds
I can't, dude. This
and bind
music.
to itself in long, stable chains, enabling the formation of huge, complex molecules.
Talk.
This versatility makes carbon the centerpiece in the molecular machinery of life. And the same carbon compounds that we use have been found far from Earth, clinging to meteorites
Oh.
and floating in far-off clouds of cosmic dust.
Glycine?
The building blocks of life,
Glycine?
drifting like snow through the universe.
Dude. The narrating, the visuals, the soundtrack, the
And if
facts.
alien life has selected other
It's
carbon
insane.
compounds for their biochemistry, they will have plenty to choose from. Scientists recently identified over 1 million possible alternatives.
1 million different.
all
Ca-
based.
So that's just carbon. What? Hold on, we gotta take a drink break.
If we ever discover other carbon-based life forms, we would be fundamentally related.
Well, yeah, so then.
They would be our cosmic brethren.
Okay.
But would they look anything like
Well,
us?
technically, no, right?
If they hail from Earth-like planets, we could share even more in common than just
Okay,
our
what, genetics?
What would life be like on other planets if it has evolved? Would it be like the world today here on Earth? Or would it be completely different?
Good question.
There are those who argue that from the argument of convergent evolution, if conditions on other planets are similar to here, then we would see very similar life forms.
Okay.
Animal and plant-like organisms that look very familiar.
Well, yeah, so not exactly the same, but familiar. Okay. So cool, dude.
On Earth, certain features like eyesight, echolocation, and flight have evolved multiple times independently in different species.
Okay.
This process of convergent evolution could extend to alien planets like Earth, where creatures face similar environmental pressures. It's no guarantee, but there could be certain universalities of life.
Okay.
The greatest hits of evolution on repeat across the universe.
Well, yeah, because it could look totally different. I never thought of that. Like, because you always, like, the normal thing you see if it's an alien is like a small jaw, big head.
Each feature would be attuned to its local environment. Dimly lit planets would produce huge eyes to suck in
Okay.
extra light, like nocturnal mammals.
Oh my god.
Some people have gone so far as to say that human-type organism, humanoids, will occur on other planets.
Humanoids, right?
The existence of other human-like organisms seems unlikely, given the long, convoluted chain of events
Could
that
happen.
produced us.
Could there be?
But we can't rule it
Exactly.
out.
Oh my god, that's creepy looking.
If just one in every 100 trillion Earth-like planets produced a human-like form, there could still be thousands of creatures like us out there.
It's the fact that we don't know if there's, like, you know, beings like us out there. Because what if we just run into an alien, right? And it's just like a normal human, like looks like us. Find something lower.
Convergent evolution is also rampant in plant life, and C4 photosynthesis has arisen independently over 40 times.
Okay.
Would alien plants look like ours or something else entirely? On Earth, plants appear green because they absorb the other wavelengths in the sun's light
Photosynthesis.
spectrum. But stars come in many colors.
Yeah.
And alien plants would evolve different pigments to adapt to their sun's unique spectrum.
Okay.
Plants feeding off hotter stars could appear redder by absorbing their energy-rich bluer light.
Okay.
Around dim red dwarf stars, vegetation could appear black, adapted to absorb all visible wavelengths of light.
That's really cool, though. Sorry if I always keep putting my mouth here, like my hand here, but it's just that I'm really focused, like.
Earth itself may have once appeared purple due to a pigment called retinol that was an early precursor to chlorophyll.
Okay.
Some think that retinol's molecular simplicity could make it a more universal pigment.
What?
If so, we may find that purple is life's favorite color.
Interesting. Okay. Thought that would be green, you know, obviously since we associate life with like a plant and it's green, but
But the color of alien vegetation is more than just a curiosity. It's chemical information that could be seen from light
this is
years
really
away.
cool. A
Earth
shine
plants leave a
spectrum.
signature bump in the light reflected off our planet. Finding a similar signal from another world could point the way to alien
Oh,
vegetation.
okay. Makes sense, I guess.
Perhaps this will be our first glimpse at alien life. A vibrant hue cast by a distant world.
Imagine how cool that would be. Just be the first person to find alien life, you know? Or the first person also to make contact. But the biggest influence on life won't be its host star, it will be its home planet. Of course.
What happens when you change the day length of a planet? What happens when you change the tilt of a planet? What happens when you change the shape of the orbit? What happens when you change the gravity of a planet?
Planets with long elliptical orbits would see drastic seasons. There could be worlds that appear dead for thousands of years, then suddenly spring to life.
That's really cool. If that's like, you can just switch it on, I guess you could say, almost like that.
Most of the rocky planets discovered so far have been massive super-Earths. How would life evolve on these worlds? In the seas, gravity may not matter much at all.
High-gravity planet.
Hello, pricks. So this is post-editing Thans here, and I just realized that the microphone is very bad at this next part. I don't know what happened, my PC literally just stopped, so I had to reboot it, and the rest of the video, microphone picks up from my webcam for some reason. So you're just gonna have to deal with it for now. Yeah, back to the video. All right. Let's see this.
A high-gravity planet isn't high gravity all over. If you're in the sea, and that's where all life starts, there's very nearly no gravity because you're much the same density as the stuff around you.
Oh yeah.
It's when the animals come out on land that they feel the gravity.
Makes sense. Wow, these statues are so
necessitate
incredible.
large bones and muscle mass and complex life on land. They would also demand a more robust circulatory system. And plant life could be stunted by the energy cost of carrying nutrients under stronger gravity.
Sorry for giving these like just quick reactions. I'm just trying to listen as well.
Gravity planets would more easily lose their atmospheres to space and lack a magnetic field to protect from cosmic rays.
Which makes them inhabitable.
But smaller worlds could be home to secret oases. Huge cave systems that provide hideouts for life.
That could be possible. Cave systems. I never thought of that. God, look at these effects, man. Oh, the music. With steady temperatures and protection from the cosmic rays, a life could thrive underground on planets with deadly surfaces. This is so cool. Ah, dude. I love this soundtrack. Wow. Incredible.
The smallest possible habitable planets are estimated at 2.5% Earth's mass.
That's not
If
that
surface life
much,
does
right?
evolve on these worlds, it could be a sight to behold. Plant life could grow
God.
to towering heights, able to carry nutrients higher in lesser gravity.
Ah. This is so cool.
And without the need for bulky skeletons and muscle mass, animals could have body types that boggle the mind.
Oh, I don't like that. It's cool, but I don't like it. Despite our eager imaginations, large complex life forms are probably a cosmic rarity. Yeah. But it is still
Here on
possible.
Earth, it took 3 billion years for evolution to produce complex plant and animal life.
Yeah.
Simpler organisms are hardier, more adaptable, and more widespread. The largest collection in the Museum of Alien Life would likely be the Hall of Microbes.
Well, yeah, obviously. There's a ton. God, this video might be the
Even
best
tiniest
visually
alien
stunning.
microbe would be a profound discovery.
Bruh. Oh my god. This is so cool. What?
And bite-sized life could leave a big footprint. Like stromatolites on Earth, layers of microbes could build up into huge rock mounds over time, leaving behind eerie structures.
Okay.
And in big enough numbers, some alien bacteria could leave a distinct biosignature by exhaling gases that wouldn't coexist naturally, like oxygen and methane.
There's ways to make oxygen without life, there's ways to make methane without life, but to have them in the atmosphere together is almost impossible unless you've got biology making those gases at the surface.
Yeah.
And it would have an imprint on the planet's spectrum of colors.
Next generation space telescopes could
Oh, so
find
you
a
could
signal
see
from
that.
Earth
That's really smart.
far from home.
Oh, what? Which one is
The
it?
closest Sun-like star with an Earth-like exoplanet in the habitable zone is probably only 20 light years away and can be
Only.
seen with the naked eye.
only, by the way. That's still so far. But there may be even an easier target to aim for than tiny Earth-like planets. With gas... Oh wait, brown dwarfs. Too small to be stars, too big to be planets. Oh. Okay.
Most brown dwarfs are too hot to support life as we know it. But some are just cold enough.
Oh. Sub-brown... Oh, okay, so it's gone past its age, I guess you could say.
All the
really
prime
beautiful.
elements for life have been detected inside their atmospheres.
Oh. Okay.
Within these clouds, some layers would provide ideal temperatures and pressures for habitability.
What's it, like flying species? Very possible.
There could be photosynthetic plankton in these skies, kept aloft by churning upwinds.
Yeah.
And with enough force, these upwinds could even support larger, more complex life. Predators.
Like flying stuff. Oh, that would be actually cool. That would be a cool thing to see. A very cool thing to see. There are over 25 billion brown dwarfs in our galaxy alone, and their sizes will make them easier targets for study. I like how this blinking with the brown dwarfs. The first specimen we discovered from the Museum of Life may not come from a planet at all. Okay. Oh yes. The gas.
This raises a crucial question. What if we've been looking in all the wrong places? What if nature has other ideas?
Like what? Exhibit 2. Life as we don't know it. It gets interesting now. Let's see. Okay.
Most of the universe is too cold or too hot for liquid water and the biochemistry that supports life as we know it.
Mm-hmm.
But in case our biases are misleading, we have to cast a wide net to search for life outside the habitable zone, in places that seem wildly hostile to us.
Oh. I mean, yeah, we don't know for sure.
Exotic environments will demand exotic biochemistries, and while no element can match carbon's versatility, one contender is a frontrunner.
Okay, silicon. Ooh, the music as well. Okay, so
At
silicon.
first glance, silicon seems similar to carbon.
Right.
It forms the same four-way bonds and is also abundant in the universe. But a closer look reveals that these two elements are false twins.
Oh.
Silicon bonds are weaker and less prone to forming large, complex molecules.
Oh.
Despite this, they can withstand a wider range of temperatures, opening up intriguing possibilities.
There are. Like, what?
Life based on the silicon atom instead of carbon would be more resistant to the extreme cold,
What's an extreme
providing
cold?
a whole new range of weird forms.
But silicon has a problem. In the presence of oxygen, it binds into solid rock.
Oh.
To avoid turning to stone, silicon beings might be confined to oxygen-free environments, like Saturn's frigid moon, Titan.
Well, I mean, the only thing that we could do to prove it is to go
Its
there.
vast lakes of liquid
So.
methane and ethane could be an ideal medium for silicon-based life or other radical biochemistries. Without ample sunlight, beings on worlds like Titan would likely be chemosynthetic, deriving their energy by breaking down rocks.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand this, by the way. That's why maybe my focus trace, but...
Such life forms could have ultra-slow metabolisms and life cycles measured in millions of years.
Millions? Okay. Let's chill out. And frozen worlds aren't the only possibility or possible harbor for exotic life. Lava, super Earth.
In high temperatures, typically rigid silicon-oxygen bonds become more flexible and reactive, triggering more dynamic chemistry. This has led to a truly bizarre proposal. Silicon-based life forms that live inside molten silicate.
Inside? Well, wasn't there an animal that they found that lived inside of the lava? I don't know what the animal was. Oh, what was it? Hold on. Animal that lives in magma. Tardigrades! Right, because they could survive in space, I think, as well, right? Hold on. Tardigrade. Ah, yes. The bears, as they were called, I think. Yeah, water bears. Dude, they're so weird that they can, like, there are beings out there. Well, they're really small, obviously, but...
In theory, these forms could even exist deep beneath the Earth inside magma chambers as part of a shadow biosphere.
Okay.
If so, then the aliens are right under our noses.
This is so cool.
Other
So
shadow
interesting to
biospheres
think about
have
as well.
proposed. Forms of life living alongside us that we don't even know are here, including tiny RNA-based life small enough to go undetected by existing instruments.
Would you even consider that a life then?
Clouds of dust in empty space might seem like the last place you'd expect to find anything living. But when cosmic dust makes contact with plasma, a type of ionized gas happens. In simulated conditions, dust particles have been seen spontaneously self-organizing into helical structures that resemble DNA.
What? How the hell is that possible? Wait, what?
Plasma crystals even begin to exhibit lifelike behavior. Replicating,
Bruh.
evolving into more stable forms, and passing on information.
That's really cool. Oh my... Wait, what? Dust particles. Could these crystals be considered alive? To some researchers, they meet all the criteria to qualify as inorganic life forms. I can't hear. Oh, that's the mic. So far, we've only ever seen them in computer simulations. Oh, okay. But some speculate we could find them among the ice particles in the rings of Uranus. Well, why not in Saturn? Because that's also ice rings? Or is that just rock rings?
Plasma is the most common state of matter in the universe.
Okay.
If complex evolving plasma crystals really exist, and if they can be considered life, they could be its most common form.
Fair. Dude, all the small details is driving me nuts. It's so well done. Or perhaps life is lurking in this polar opposite environment inside the hearts of dead stars. Ooh, that could be a possibility, you know.
When massive suns explode,
Because I know there is.
into ultra-dense cores
Okay, I
called
want to talk.
neutron
I love
stars.
neutron
Bulky
stars.
masses
Yeah,
of atomic nuclei crammed together like sardines.
and they spew out like supernova, or
Conditions
I don't know what to call it,
surface
or
are
a cloud
ideal.
it creates.
Gravity is 100 billion times stronger than Earth's.
Insane.
But beneath their iron nuclei crust lies something strange. A hot, dense sea of neutrons and subatomic particles.
Oh. Okay. This is so
Stripped of their
beautiful.
electron shells, these nuclei would obey entirely different laws of chemistry, based not on the electromagnetic force, but the strong nuclear force.
This is very trippy.
In theory, these particles could link up to form larger macronuclei, which could then combine into even bigger supernuclei.
What?
If so, then this bewildering environment would mimic the basic conditions for life. Heavy nucleon molecules floating in a complex particle ocean. Some scientists have proposed the unimaginable.
The what?
Exotic life forms drifting through this strange particle sea, living, evolving, and dying on incomprehensibly fast timescales.
You could say like, how does one survive unless they begin or evolve an immunity to the environment around them? Somehow. There's probably no chance of ever detecting such a strange breed of life. Yeah. Because it would be pretty hard to get in it. But there may be hope for finding an even more exotic form. What? Black holes? Or quantum?
Life is not something that has to evolve naturally. It can be designed.
Ah, Matrix type of beat, you know? Ah.
And once intelligence is introduced into the evolutionary process, a Pandora's box is opened.
Yeah. Okay, question, right? Alright. So this is kind of have to do with this and stuff like that, but like creating life basically. It's like, so imagine if you have gotten news that you're having, let's say, a baby boy, right? So let's say that you have now technology to change the genes and like technically create your own life, right? Now, let's say that you would like to get the child to be prevented from having AIDS, or I don't know, like Parkinson's, right? Something that's like genetically, right? So like, at what point, I know this is not entirely to do with the video, but like, so my question is this, right? Is it, or are you allowed to change the genome of a living human being, or a living organism for that matter, without their consent, I guess you'd say? Because let's say that I want to create a baby that has badass immunity and also has very good muscle structure. Good genes, basically. Am I allowed to do that because I am kind of meddling with another person's life, you know, without their consent? Sure, they are not even born yet at the time, but, you know, like, would that be considered, you know, unethical or not? Because I know there was one Indian man that did it, or a scientist, who made his daughters immune to some virus, and he got a ton of backlash because it just like you're meddling with Mother Nature, I guess you could say. I don't know. So I just came to think of that when I saw that.
Freed from typical biological limitations, synthetic and machine-based life could be the most successful of all.
Well, yeah.
It could could thrive almost anywhere, including the vacuum of space, opening up vast frontiers unavailable to biological organisms.
Yeah, why don't we just make a robot that can just travel space? I know it's a lot, but
the pace of natural selection, technological evolution allows exponentially faster growth, adaptability, and resilience.
it is a very cool theory, though. Because I would say we're pretty close to this. Like, obviously we have AI now.
By some estimates, autonomous self-replicating machines could colonize an entire galaxy in as little as 1 million years.
A little. This is so mind-blowing.
We can't predict how hyper-intelligent life would organize itself. But in theory, there could be convergent evolution at play.
Because what if that's like the first alien form we meet? It's just robots.
A universal basis for machine intelligence, a redemption for its biological shortcomings.
The amount of shots it must have done for this episode, holy shit. Are they feeding off that orb? With all its potential advantages, machine life may even be a universal endpoint, the apex of the evolutionary process. Because other than that, what could you else do? Cinematography, man. Wow. Right in the middle. Life on Earth. Well, this one we saw before, right?
Ages, perhaps machine intelligence will come to dominate. And naturally
We have this
occurring
far way to go.
biological life will be viewed as a quaint starting point.
We have all this time.
Ourselves will lead this transition, and the great human experiment will be merely a first link in a sprawling intergalactic chain of life.
Yeah. This is so incredible. Get me hyped. Oh my god. I like that transition. In the end, we're still only beings we know up in the Museum of Alien Life. Yeah. It's a bit sad at the same time, it's kind of cool, I guess, because, like, you know, we're the first, we are what we know at least as the first ones. To truly know ourselves, we will have to know, are we the only ones? Agreed. These characters were, like, the designs were really cool, but really creepy.
Lauren Isley has said that one does not meet oneself until one catches the reflection from an eye other than human.
That's a very good
One
quote.
day that eye may be that of an intelligent alien. And the sooner we eschew our narrow view of evolution, the sooner we can truly explore our ultimate origins and destinations.
Wow. Jesus. We have seen what we could, but be out there. Yeah? And we know how we might find it. Yeah, because there's always like some type of plan or some type of, you know, thing to do. There's only one thing left to do. Go looking. Ah, what a good video. Oh my god. This is so cool. Oh my god. Alright. Well, the sheep, I don't even have to say anything, dude. Like, if you watch this channel, you know I love them. Alright, well, that was my reaction to the chapter 2 of Life Beyond. This series, you can tell that they're spending a lot more time on these videos than their regular videos, because you can see like how it's 4K graphic, like the quality, the soundtrack, the visuals, everything, the story as well. It's insane. And like they bring up very interesting concepts, which I think is really interesting to watch and listen to. So if you have any conspiracy theories, or not conspiracy, or I can't speak. If you have any theories about this, like just like what you think, like what might be the first life out there that we find, and when is it gonna be? You know, you put them in the comments and we can have a good chit chat about it. Yeah. Other than that, if you did like this reaction, and you want to see more reactions than this, I know this is kind of like blabby, I know it's like a YouTube thing, but like you have to, you know, like it's mandatory. Like if you like the video, you like the video. If you like me more, subscribe, I guess. If you like me more, that's all I'm gonna say. Alright, you know what? I hope you have a wonderful day. How about that? Have a good one. Peace.